Hi everyone, I'm Rink, Summer Day STEM Director for the Girl Scouts of the Desert Southwest. Have you been sitting at home, getting bored, getting on your parents' last nerve, just dying to do something different? Well, I've got a solution for you. Back in my day, when I was a youngster, I was an only child. I still am an only child, but I would get bored. And I would bug my mom. Mom, I'm bored. And my mom would say, you have a choice. Go clean your room or go outside and play a game. Well, being an only child, I learned how to invent some games. And I'm here today to help you break that boredom barrier. Some of the things we're going to do today, you already have around your house. For example, a deck of cards. It doesn't even have to be a full deck. Missing 6 of clubs? Don't worry about it. Queen of hearts broke your heart and moved away? That's fine too. Just need a deck of cards. Need some sort of bottle. I happen to have this really nice glass Sprite bottle. It has some weight to it. It's not going to fall over easily. You could use a plastic water bottle, definitely a full one with a lid on it. It's not as I don't know. I like the glass one, but see what you got around the house, okay? Don't make any special trips out. You put the deck of cards on the top. Your job is to blow all the cards off the bottle so there is only 1 card remaining. Oh, I know what you're thinking. Oh, that's just easy. Just go ahead and blow it. This is what happens if you blow too hard. Oh, that didn't work. The other neat thing about this game is you don't have to worry about shuffling the cards or getting them all back together. All right. So you got to take your time. You got to blow gently. You got to blow at the right angle. Yeah. So how many times is it going to take you to get down to 1 card? Obviously, this is going to take me more than a few tries. Tell you the truth, I've never been able to do it, and I've only ever seen 1 person be successful. So give it a go. How long does it take you to get down to that 1 last card? Our next thing involves some yarn, some string. You don't want to use rope, nothing too thick. Yarn's about the best, and we're going to cut a piece, 2.5, 3 feet. All right. Oh, that's good. Depending on how old you are, depending on how long your arms are. Okay, maybe arm's length. All right, we're going to make a square knot. And if you don't know how to make a square knot, you need to go back and watch my video on making knots. All right. If you have seen my video on making knots, I wonder who can remember how to make that square knot. Remember we said that was the most important knot in the world? I cut the little tails off because we don't want them getting stuck. All right, so now I have my loop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hand, not the hand I write with, the hand I do not write with, whatever hand you color with or you write with, okay? We want to use the hand that you write with. That's going to be your main hand to do things with, right? This is just kind of holding it. So I have it looped over my thumb and over my pinky. I take it and I pull it down. I take this and I pull it down again. Okay. Remember, you can pause this video whenever if you need to practice this a few times. I'm going to take my hand I write with. I'm going to go through towards my wrist. My pinky and my thumb are going to go through those holes. I'm going to grab the loop and I'm going to pull it. And now, oops. This is really hard to do and show you guys at the same time. I have a pair of farmer bib overalls. Right up here are the straps. Down here are the legs. Okay, let's do that one more time. Now you need some imagination. Okay, so I have it like this. I once, I twice, I grab the loops, and I have a pair of farmer bib overalls. There you go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hand down like this. I'm going to bring my bib overalls. My ring finger is going to go through the first slot. My middle finger is going to go through the middle slot, and my pointer is going to go through that slot. I'm going to pull all those down. My hand now looks like this. I'm going to grab this loop, and I'm going to gently pull up, and now I have a witch's broom. I'm going to get my hand out of there as gently as I can, and now I have a hanging bunch of bananas. I grab one banana, I pull, and it's back to the way it was. Oh, trust me, once you learn how to do this, I used to do this in like second grade. Okay, I always had my piece of string with me. You never know. As I got older, I kept my towel with me. Okay, this is a two-handed one. We're going to take our middle fingers here. Our middle finger is going to go up, under, and I'm going to pull back. Okay, I'm going to take this middle finger. It's going to go up, under, and I'm going to pull back. Okay. I'm going to pull this over here so you can see my post. I'm going to take this and I'm going to put this center part where my middle fingers are right down over the top of the post. Okay? I'm going to drop all my fingers but my thumb, and it now is wrapped around my post. Let's move that up a little bit. Okay? I'm going to do the same thing over my thumbs, over my pinkies, middle finger. Middle finger. I'm going to go down over the top. Ta-da! Okay, let me move the camera up here so we can see that a little bit better. See if I can get a better angle here for you. All right. Got my post. Okay, I have it over this fingers. I have it over these fingers. Okay, middle finger. Middle finger. This center part with my fingers is going to go straight down over the post. Okay, I have an X on each side. Get my thumb out of there. Okay, and then I'm going to let all my fingers go except my thumb, and it's now wrapped around the pole. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to have my fingers, my middle finger, my middle finger. I'm going to go up, and that center part is going to go down over the pole. I'm going to let it all go but my thumbs, and ta-da! Magic trick. Now, if you do happen to have a younger brother or sister, grab their arm, and, well, no, not. Just ask them to use their arm. They can hold their arm up, and you can do it around their wrist. Obviously, I didn't have any brothers and sisters. I did this around like a chair leg or the stairwell post or a tree branch or the corral stable door, whatever I could find. Okay. One more. Starting out with two hands like this. Go once on each side. We're going to take our thumbs. We're going to go over this first one down to the second one. Okay. Over the first one, down to the second one. We're going to, oh, no, that didn't work. I got to think about this. Sometimes it's hard. Yes. Okay. I remember what I did. Okay. So we're like this. See, this is why you have to practice things. You don't always get it right. Okay. We're like this. We take middle finger, middle finger. Take our thumbs, going over the first one, hooking under the second one. This piece here on the top, this piece, we're going to loop it over our thumbs. We're going to let our pinkies go, and now we have a cup and saucer. All those pieces of art from just a loop of yarn, okay? Another thing to keep you out of trouble. Another thing we can do is kind of an origami. I always admired those people who could fold the paper and make the little swans that could move or the frogs that could hop. I was really good at making the finger popper things, that have the numbers on the out. Yeah, okay. I made more of my fair share of those. This one is you're going to use good old George right here. All right, let me adjust my camera down so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to take the crisper the bill, the better. Okay, we're going to take good old George here, and we're going to fold him in half this way. And we're going to crease it. Okay. Then we're going to take him, and we're going to fold him long ends together, so we have that center crease. And we're going to crease it good. And do it down here on the desk, okay? And we're going to open him back up. What we're going to do is we're going to take this corner and we're going to kind of shove it down in between there. And we want to make sure that both sides are even. And you want to keep them all lined up. This is why using a crisper bill is better. Okay, see how that's like stuffed in there like that? And we're going to do the other side. So it kind of looks like an arrow almost. All right, so both sides you can see I've had those corners put in there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the end and I'm going to move it up to the point. Like that. And then I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to take this side and move it up to the point. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this corner, not both sides, but just this top corner right here, and I'm going to fold that down to the middle. And I'm going to take this corner and I'm going to fold this down to the middle. Kind of like when you're folding a paper airplane, right? Seems like the start of a paper airplane. I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to take this and down to the center to make a point. Notice how these lines right here, these edges need to be even. They need to line up. I'm going to take that side down. So it kind of looks like I have like a little paper hat or a paper boat. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is this long edge and this long edge with my fingers, my thumbs holding the back together. And I'm going to gently pull it open. And there I have a George Washington bow tie. So if you're doing family picture day, okay, you know, like class pictures only with your family, everybody could be wearing their George Washington bow tie, or if you happen to have an Abe Lincoln bow tie, right? Okay, so something else you can do to keep yourself some busy and entertained and break that boredom barrier. All right, so the next game we're going to play, and you can do this by yourself, or if you happen to have some siblings or your parents or, you know, some grandma, grandpa living in the house, aunt, uncle, that's great. You can play this with them. This is one of those that actually, if you have a partner, it's better to play the game with, but practice and get good, okay? So I just got some big plastic cups, different colors. Why? Because different colors are more fun. Oh, I'm going to take the green ones out because that's my favorite color. Okay. And if you notice, I have on my green cup, I have some black marks. This is my starting point. Okay. Now, I'm going to show this to you and you're going to go, but Rink, that's just silly. That's not competition at all. Until you get a couple people doing it, trust me, it is hysterical. All right. And for a game that seems so simple, you're going to have a lot of laughs with it. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the top cup. You're going to take it off. Only one at a time. Okay. Take the top cup. Take it off. You're going to put it on the bottom. And you're going to keep doing that one at a time. One at a time. Until, and it's going to seem like it's never going to happen. And you got to be fast about this. I'm not even going as fast as I probably could be. And you keep going, one cup at a time, until, is it happening yet? We get back to our striped cup. Now, I know you're saying, really? There's no competition to that. Well, you know what? Make some competition. Got a stopwatch, you got a Fitbit, you got something with a second hand on it. Have someone time you. How fast can you go? Can you go faster each time you do it? Okay. Are you faster if you put it on the side or if you put it straight up and down like that? Okay. Use your imagination. It doesn't have to be all video games. You can do this one. Can you do it faster if you put it like this than upside down? I don't know. Do some experiments. Test some things. Find out. Okay. Another thing that you can do, and this is an honest to goodness sport, is cup stacking. Take your whole stack of cups and stack them up 1 cup at a time. To see how high you can get. Now I'm not even using my, I didn't even use my whole stack. All right, so let's add another side of cups. How high can I get? You can't even see the top of this. Oh goodness, I still have some cups left. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're going to, well, that didn't work very well. I got those 2 going down pretty good. Okay, so of course if they fall over, okay, I won. Now it'd probably be a lot easier if I stood up, but if I stand up then you can't see me on the camera. Okay, so it's amazing what you can do with some cups. Another thing that you can do with cups is you can poke a hole in the bottom, take some of this string, connect the cups together, and use them like telephones and talk to each other. How crazy is that? You don't even have to be in the same room. That's some science right there. Because the vibrations from your voice, so if you hold your hand like this and you talk, right, you can feel vibrations. The vibrations from your voice go into the cup, down the string, to the other cup that's to the person's ear, and then you can hear. Oh, it's great. Try it. It's crazy. Okay. What other games can you come up with just by using some plastic cups? I'd like to know. All right, my favorite game is called Whoops, Johnny. I learned this at Girl Scout camp when I went to resident camp the very first time when I was a junior. And I was allowed to go 1 week by myself or 2 weeks if I could have a friend go with me. So I got my best friend down the street who was not a Girl Scout, but I got her to be a Girl Scout and we went to Girl Scout camp together. And that was the start of me loving camp. All right. And the counselor showed us this game. So the thing is, you have to pay attention really closely and do exactly what I do. Okay. You ready? So you got to sit up straight. Okay. Put your hand like this. Now watch really close. And remember, do exactly what I say. Johnny, 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 whoops, Johnny, whoops, Johnny, 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 Johnny. Think you got it? All right, let's try it one more time. Okay, you ready? Get your hand like this. Johnny, 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 whoops, Johnny, whoops, Johnny, 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 Johnny. Do you think you know what the answer to the game is? Well, I tell you what, take a video of yourself or write down if you know the answer and send it to me. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to get it. It's pretty tricky. Once you get it though, you're going to be doing it to everybody. Okay. So if you think you know what the answer to this is, do me a favor, take a video of yourself playing it and I send it in. I will tell you if you're right or wrong, or if you can't take a video, that's okay. Write down what you think the answer is. Email it to us at info@gsdsw. And if you're right, I'll let you know. If you're wrong, maybe I'll give you a hint or two. Okay, one more time. You ready? Get your hand up. Johnny, 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 whoops, Johnny, whoops, Johnny, 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 Johnny. Let me know if you think you got it. I would like to thank you guys for joining me today to do some things that are some boredom busters. Breaking that boredom barrier. Simple things with string, with some plastic cups, a deck of cards, a bottle, your own 10 fingers. All right. So thank you for joining me. Be good, wash your hands, listen to your parents, and stay green. Bye, everybody.